Someone say Europa League winners. Somebody say champions of Europe. That tastes good. I wish it was a beer, but it's a coffee. I'm in France. It's the morning after the game. I'm making my way back. That is the best night of my life. That was the best night of my life. I feel physically, emotionally drained, but I feel ecstatic. Like, it doesn't get better than that. It does not get better than that. I've seen my team lift a European trophy. I mean, where do you even start with that? The last couple of days have been some of the best days of my life. Like, genuinely, last night was the best day of my life. Tuesday, the journey there with your best mates, and my best mate George, who I've been going to Spurs with like my whole life. I've been in school with, and then I went with Seb, obviously, as you guys know. We was in, and Steve as well as part of our group, met up with the rest of us on Wednesday in Bilbao. And then, yeah, the whole day in Tuesday, we was in, I don't know, I'm a mess, mate. We was in Porto on Tuesday. Other Spurs fans there, made the journey to Bilbao on the Tuesday night before the game, and meeting up with all the Spurs fans in Bilbao, in the bars, out too late. It just felt like it was meant for us this year. Like, there were so many more Spurs out there than United. It just felt like it was our time. It felt like we wanted it a lot more than them. It felt like we needed it more than them. But it felt like we were ready for it this time. And I think that is the big difference between the Europa League and obviously the Champions League final. And obviously there's other factors there, quality of opposition, all that kind of stuff. The kind of circumstances in which we got to both finals. And obviously the stature of both competitions is different. But you can never take away the fact that we just won a European trophy. We won... Oh, mate. But I don't even know. I genuinely don't even know what to say. This is going to be just a bit of a ramble. I'm so happy right now. And I don't even think... I feel like it's... Like while I'm talking about it, it's really starting to sink in, what we did. But yeah, being there with your best mates and the people that you go to Spurs with all the time, and having that moment together after everything we've been through is just so good. And people say there's obviously, look, Spurs have not had it that bad compared to other teams, right? But the way people talk about us is in such a disrespectful tone when it comes to like our trophy drought and our history and all this kind of stuff. Like, I'd wait 17 years to feel that again. Trust me. Best feeling ever. And I've always been someone that you can appreciate the journey as a football fan, because with being a Spurs fan, I've won 2 trophies in my life now. 3 in my life, but I was one when we won the first one in '99, the League Cup. I can appreciate the journey as much as the next man, but it's sweet when you win it. It's an amazing feeling. Seeing those scenes like at the Spurs stadium as well, like anyone that was there for that, the pitch invasion, mate, being there in that ground last night though was just another level. I've never known limbs like that when we scored, bodies absolutely everywhere, and just seeing everyone just kind of just so emotional and so happy. You can't put a price on that. It's a magical feeling what we went through last night. And sometimes with Spurs, yeah, when you see Crystal Palace lifting their FA Cup, and you see Bologna breaking their trophy drought, and you see Newcastle do it, and all these stars sort of start to align, like, obviously the stars don't really align for Spurs, that doesn't really happen to us. It'd be even more of a reason for us to not do it, but we did it. I loved, if you haven't seen it, and I'm sure you guys are just soaking up all of the content from everywhere today, but if you haven't seen it, go and watch James Maddison's interview with CBS, where he kind of talks really openly and frankly about a lot of that kind of stuff, and it's amazing. Like, I love him, I love them all, and he didn't play last night, but he's played a massive part, and we had to approach it differently without him in midfield. And I think Bentaycur was good, and I don't think he'll get the plaudits, but because Basuma and Sarr, Basuma especially, were just unbelievable. Like Sarr, the Bassoon was just a magnet to the ball. All the second ball, Sarr's energy, and the way he just nipped in there and won that ball back for the goal and drove forward with it and crossed it in. It's like I felt like we were going to get chances coming from that left-hand side and people getting into the box, and happened a few times, those dangerous sort of crosses, and Johnson does what he does, and not the prettiest goal ever, but the best goal he'll ever score. Oh man, like I said, it's kind of like, I think last night, how stressful that second half was, but the elation at the end, I think, don't get me wrong, it was a great party last night, but it was like, it kind of just felt so drained, and didn't really have the time to process it. And now, like, while I'm talking about it, it's just started to kick in massively, man. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of that team. And what a guy, man. Those conversations will come when they come, but I'm feeling a bit of a 180 on the cards about whether he has to stay in it. Can you sack him? I'm not sure you can, but we'll deal with that conversation. But he deserves so much credit. And despite how bad we've been in the league, like, he deserves that, man. He deserves that. He's brought us that joy. It's going to be hard to get close to that. Yeah. It's best feeling of my life. I honestly, yeah, just absolutely crazy. And you know the Arsenal fans were squirming this morning. They've been a bit quiet, and they've been a bit quiet, those little gooners, because they know we've had a better season, and they'll know that we'll be running round Europe, running round Woolwich with our European Cup. I'd love to see them put their European Cup on the table, wouldn't you? Love them to do that. Romero's performance last night as well, brilliant. He had Maguire on strings, didn't he? Van der Ven's clearance off the line, I like that. Obviously so crucial, and it's only kind of when you like. I think because it was so stressful, like in the moment, watching the game and that and being there, it was like, obviously you can appreciate a goal line clearance when it happens, but like, I don't think I realised until after, when I saw it back when I got back to the hotel, like this morning, how unbelievable that actually was. And the way them two have stepped up in, like, obviously Ange just kind of saved them and used them sparingly for these Europa League games. And the way that they've carried themselves in this competition in recent days, recent games, they've been fantastic. They've been like absolutely fantastic, a monster, and I really, really hope Kuti can stay. Like, you know, he captained us last night, but Sonny came on and he got what he's deserved this whole time. Look, don't get me wrong, I love Harry Kane, yeah, but he wanted to leave when things got tough. And I always love and appreciate him for what he did, but I always love and appreciate Sonny more for signing that contract and sticking by us when it really looked like we could sort of spiral. When Nuno was coming in, couldn't get a manager for love nor money. Kane leaving, Son committed, signed a new contract. 2 years later, made club captain. A year and a bit later, lifts a European trophy for Tottenham, wins the Europa League. And he didn't have a big part to play in the game. He didn't have any part to play in the semi-finals. Or the second leg of the quarters, obviously. But he deserves that more than anybody. He deserves that like a fan. We deserve it the most. Absolutely, out of anybody that we've suffered and spent so much time and money and graft on this football club, and a lot of the time got nothing back. But that's what football is, mate. And you get your day in the sun eventually. And that's what Sonny got. And that's what we got last night. And whatever you lot are doing today, I hope you enjoy it, and I hope to see you at the parade tomorrow. They've just moved it to 5:30 as well, so hopefully a lot more people can come now. Brighton on Sunday is going to be absolutely brilliant as well. I couldn't give a shit where we finish in the league. That will be forgotten. Will it? But who knows? I don't know. But what I do know is we're Europa League winners. I called it at the start of the season. I said I said last season, I was like, I think as much as I wanted us to get top 4 under Ange in his first season and get Champions League, James Alcott, if you're watching this, Flav, if you're watching this, you'll both know that I said to you guys, I actually think the Europa League will be better for Spurs next season. A chance to blood the youngsters. Yeah, we might suffer a bit with the Thursday, Sunday, and obviously that's an understatement. But blooding those youngsters and a real chance of winning it, and a route into the Champions League, and a chance to win a trophy, and we've done it. We're not Spursy anymore. We're not. That's gone. 17 years of ridicule is gone. We start again now. We start a new chapter, starting with that Europa League. And I really hope we can kick on from this. But those conversations about what happens in the summer, about the manager, about the players, who comes in, who comes out, all that kind of stuff, can wait until then. Soak this up for as long as you can. Because like I said, as a Spurs fan, you're the sort of fan that has to really appreciate the journey, and that is a massively important part in football. But trophies are pretty decent as well, aren't they? Oh man. If you get the chance as well, by the way, I featured quite heavily in TNT's No Filter from last night, so go and check that out on their YouTube. I'm just there'll be more tears, and we deserve this so much. All of you lot deserve this. We all deserve it. Whether you've, I don't know. Ange deserves this. The players deserve it so much. We deserve it so much. What a night. What a feeling. What a few days is it going to be. I'm going to do like a proper, when I get back tomorrow, I'm going to do like a proper video where I talk about the game and stuff like that. And what we got right, how we won the game. But I just wanted to jump on here and speak to you lot, because there's not many better feelings than this. Winning trophies is decent, isn't it? Out the Spurs. Make sure to subscribe if you're new and like the video. I've got an hour and a bit into my train support. I'm with my best mate George. He's in there. Yeah. Up this fucking Spurs. The train is in. Where are we? We're in Biarritz to Bordeaux, then Bordeaux to Paris, and then flying from Paris tonight. All worth it. I love Spurs so much. See you later.